Hey, so today we're installing a carpet kit in my '86 Toyota pickup. Here we go. As you can see, I've not taken out anything yet. We'll have to start by taking out the seats. I gotta clean it up. There's some mud in here, but yeah, let's go. Alright, so as I noted before, it's full of junk. I need to clean this all out, so here we go. Alright, so got everything taken out. Now I just need to wash it, vacuum it, just get all this dirt off, dust off. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so I got the covers off, got everything off, cleaned up, wiped down. I have not taken that off yet. I'm going to throw it in here and just make sure I have to take that off before I do. So yeah. Alright, so I've never put one of these in, but I'm doing it as I think is easiest. I'm starting with the back. This company gives you a lot of extra, it looks like, so I'll definitely need to cut off a bunch. I mean, it's pretty molded, but all this extra I'll need to cut off about there. I started with these little seat rails. I got both of these on right there. Keep those on. Now I need to get a razor blade and start cutting straight lines. So I'm just starting small, starting here with the back. I'm gonna work the whole back out, just starting with a razor blade. I kind of crease it like this, and I just take the razor blade and cut a nice straight line going down. So let's continue. Realize that I'll be able to actually probably tuck up this back piece behind the backboard right there to kind of give it a cleaner look. I'll kind of put some nice little cuts in there to be able to fit it up there nicer. But yeah, here we go. So now to get started on the passenger side, we got this fire extinguisher mount right here. It looks like I'm going to have to kind of trace it right here. I'm going to kind of trace the razor blade around it and try to kind of get an outprint of it and just cut it out with the carpet. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so for right now, that's good enough. I'm going to come back to it, but I'm going to start back down here by this rail to make sure I'm all good. I'm going to start cutting this axis off and start going down this back end and tacking it up under there. So we'll come back to that part, but yeah. Alright, so I got this passenger side in pretty well. I messed up right here, kind of cut around this fire extinguisher holder a little weird, but well, that looks pretty well. I just took up the axis and put it up behind the backboard on the back side, and just kind of pushed that all down in there. Now we'll start going down to the front. Alright, so now working in the center console here. Instead of taking off this whole tire thing, all this mounts, this is gonna be the hardest spot down here. I'm going to just cut straight down the front of this in line with the whole center console, and I'm just gonna kind of wrap around and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we've got most of this all done. Over here, got it all tucked underneath. Good enough for me. I need to put that cover back on and make this line straight on this edge, but that's still to come. So let's start on the left side now. Get all that ready. It's night out, so I have my light now ready. But so yeah, we'll start on the left side now. So I've gotten most of the driver's side done. I kind of just tucked it up underneath the little steering wheel boot here. And then they say, I think you're supposed to tuck it under this rubber piece too, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this yet. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to put this cover on here. See how it's gonna all fit up there. It looks pretty nice. Alright, so right here where your little pedal footrest right here for the clutch goes, I just cut a little hole out, kind of like this. Do it however you want, but I just cut a hole out so that when I screw this in, it's gonna look nice and clean around that. Hold the carpet up as well. So yeah, let's continue. So we got that all done over there. I got that cover on, going down. It all looks pretty clean. Same with this side. Got all that side down. Same going down. I ran all my wires for my sub back through here, all coming down here, up through there into the underneath to my deck, right there. So she's coming along. Right here. This little mount for the center console, they give you a little extra, so I just cut that and then overlap it, pull it tight, and then hardest part's going to be finding the holes. So alright, so it's now time to put in this part right here. I'm gonna have to swivel this around sideways, get one end to go in. Now I'll kind of tuck this carpet in under there and screw it down to give a nice clean finish. I mean, with the rest of the center console on, you won't even see this part, but still, in case I ever wanted to take it off, it's still look clean. So there we go. Alright, so we've gotten that cover on. Tucked up the carpet right there. Got on underneath. Now we are got this mounted. What I found to do find the holes for this was I just kind of put some slits in the floor and kind of felt around and felt that hole, and then I just kind of feed it in. So yeah, now I'm putting on this. So this is gonna go sideways like this, come down, go around that there. Then, we'll get the center console on. That'll be right here. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so got the center console in. Got all that done. There we go. So now I just got the seats in the back shelf and we will be set. So I'm just gonna skip to that. So let's go. Alright, so here's a finished product. Got all my junk back in here, but I'd say it turned out pretty well. I just kind of worked it all underneath the edges. I kind of just pushed underneath this little plastic piece, put the carpet there, screwed it on, gave it a clean finish. They say that if you have this problem, it might shrink up a little bit when it gets warm. That was probably the hardest part, is this little centerpiece. But all this, I just kind of tucked up underneath the boot. I mean, this holds it up pretty well. So when you're up top, it all looks pretty nice. No one's gonna complain. I mean, looks like a pretty good job. Another one was the easiest way to find these holes, the bolt holes. See that right there? Was to go underneath the cab. There's a seat pull right there, and then just kind of stick a screwdriver up through it. And it'll kind of poke out of the carpet, and then shove the screwdriver back down. But just kind of match them all underneath. There's the seatbelt hole. But I kind of just did that all underneath the cab. So yeah, that's how I found all my holes. I hope this video helped you. And yeah, here's my video on installing a carpet kit in an '86 Toyota pickup. Thanks for watching.